Hi guys, this is Daniel Hasulyo tuning in from beautiful sunny Khao Lak in Thailand, and this is my garden, my backyard, and I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of how I ended up here, a little bit of background story, and a little bit of grounding and a bit of frame of how I ended up working with Sunova, with the board factory here in Thailand, enjoying the days, and overall sharing a story that has begun almost 10 years ago, if you can take it back another 20 maybe. So it's a beautiful life story and I cannot wait to share some part of it with you. For me, stand-up paddleboarding started quite early, probably around 2011 I would have to say, when for the first time my brother, my dad and I paddled down 2,000 kilometers, 2,800 kilometers down the complete Danube, passing 10 countries. I think that was the first time when we really looked at stand-up paddleboarding as a tool, as something that we could really engage heavily and take it to a next level. Before stand-up paddleboarding, my family has been related to water sports and all sorts of sports. Both mom and dad are very athletic. They're professional athletes. Mom used to be a marathon runner and dad a soccer player. My brother, who is Bruno, is sharing the same passion for sport and the same drive for extreme sports, for endurance sports, and in general for the love of nature. Mom and dad gave us this vision, this concept where we truly enjoyed all the time when we had the chance to spend time outside and really live at the fullest our energies in the outdoors. So in a way, sport and being outdoors and playing with the elements has been something that followed my upbringing since really early age. And my brother and I, being also physically built quite similarly, allowed us to really compete with each other at every level, pretty much in everything around in life. So to say sport is part of my life since an early childhood is truly true, and I have been exposed to all different sports thanks to my parents as well. And it was around when I was 11 years old that I truly fell in love with windsurfing, and coming from Hungary, that was already quite a special thing. Originally, Hungary is a landlocked country, and my family is Hungarian, so that has been our first step coming into this beautiful planet. And thanks to my parents' passion for all different sports, that discovered windsurfing in the late 80s and early 90s, and he was one of these first people to really windsurf actively, and he transferred this passion for the waters and for freedom to us as well. So I pretty much remember since the age of 8, I have spent pretty much all my summers at the beach somewhere, originally in Croatia and then later on in the Canary Islands, in Mauritius, Brazil, Maui, slowly developing our skills and then adapting it to more and more extreme conditions. Our connection and my connection with the water started really around 8 years old with the first time I started to windsurf, and then at 11 it became an obsession. At 14 I already knew that I wanted to become a windsurfer professionally, and I dreamed about becoming a world champion. So at 14 years old I started to compete in windsurfing professionally, and that carried on almost till my early 20s. Water sport has been part of my life since an early stage, and within that sense it was not only water sports but extreme water sports. I like to go fast, jump, do the tricks, do front loops, back loops. 2011 my brother became old enough and we managed to paddle down the entire Danube on these big long boards, 2,800 kilometers in 38 days. At the time it was a world record, nobody has ever paddled it, but still racing was not that much in the frame. It was still a lot of windsurfing, a lot of extreme sport, and then SUP as a tool to do adventure, as a tool to get closer to nature, to achieve goals that have not been possible before. The connection to then start to paddle more than just as a recreational hobby came from the desire to push things further. When I first saw a paddleboard, I got enlightened from the fact that it did give you the complete sensation of walking on the water. It was in 2014 when to me it became very clear that I wanted to pursue a career as a professional athlete, and I feel that in that sense my parents being both high performance endurance coaches at the highest level, at an Olympic level qualification, to improve your performance. They had everything given in their hand to help us, but originally not my mom or dad wanted my brother and I to become professional athletes. So we did focus a lot on our studying. We did focus a lot on having a complete view of the world besides just sports, or besides just politics, or besides just economics, to have a more complete understanding of how the world is working around. And only after that, when I was around 22 years old, I realized that I have power, I have the wish to go out in the ocean, I have the wish to really chase my dream to become a waterman, and ask my mom to, at the full focus, prepare me to become a world champion in paddleboarding. Our first races were absolute failures, so that really put everything in perspective of how to develop and then how to become an oceanman. For me, I have been racing professionally in stand-up paddleboarding for 10 years. It's been a 10-year racing career. My first international win was in 2015 in New Zealand, and ever since then I have been collecting international podiums. I managed to get world champion title, have been on multiple world championship podiums, sharing a beautiful journey with multiple generation of racers. From there onward, for me it has not been a question that I live for this, I love this, and I want to paddle as much as I can, and I want to spend time in the ocean. I enjoy running half marathons for training. I did enjoy windsurfing for 4 or 5 hours. So the motivation to be out there for me has always came from the pure joy of being able to enjoy the elements and improve yourself every session that you go out there, because you're able to push to that next level, experience with no harm, fall in the water, splash, go fast, jump, and then really take yourself to the next level. So once I figured out that I'm strong and I'm able to go out there and I'm able to enjoy the elements, I knew that I want to live for this, and I really, really want to dedicate my life to being in the water as much as possible and enjoy the process of learning new things, meeting with new people, and really getting deeper in the knowledge of the ocean itself rather than just surrounding nature. The ocean is such a beautiful playground, offering so many different ways of enjoying yourself. You can sup, you can surf, you can windsurf, you can foil. The ocean itself is keep on generating new sports around the world, because it's allowing people to live their dreams and to fall with no consequences. If you have done extreme sports many times and you have fall on the asphalt, you have fall on the dirt, you feel that there is a limit to your body. When you're out in the ocean, you feel much more connected and protected by the water, and I feel that sensation liberates you to really push to next levels if you have that fire within you. That's why Sunova is really special, because it's putting together all the elements that comes to water sport. You can sup, you can foil, you can windsurf, you can wing foil, you can surf, and it's all under the same bubble, creating the same feel. It's creating that generated by the same DNA, the same passion that is coming from the understanding of the ocean. And I feel that brands like Sunova are really impersonating the waterman under their brand, because they're allowing a person to live their dreams from many different perspectives. For me, working with Sunova really came as a fresh breath of air, because I truly respect the knowledge and the history that goes into the DNA of the company itself. Sunova is based in Kawalaki, and Kawalaki became my new home. I have been living in Thailand for 10 years, but only for these last 2 years we have moved down here to Kawalaki, and for me this is one of the most important features of my life. I truly enjoy being in Thailand. My wife Sai is from Thailand. We have a beautiful daughter who is half, obviously mixed Hungarian and Thai, and for us it was really important to find a place that we could call home, where all the elements are given, and Khao really gave it all, with the board factory being here so close to the beach, having the philosophy and the working DNA of being able to go to the ocean if there is surf and share this with the entire crew, at the same time having such a lush nature around you, beautiful green jungle, beautiful blue water, crystal clear water with a live corals and marine life. It's really just the best mixture of all the Thai elements that you can wish for, and being able to be close to the ocean, living the elements at first hand, just made me a stronger racer and a more well-rounded athlete when it comes to competition also. Working with Sunova, working with the board factory, I can keep on living my dream of being a waterman and keep on evolving with a brand that wants to evolve and really offer a complete range of experience to all our friends. And being in Khao here, we can truly experience it all. You have big waves, flat water, and all the conditions necessary to achieve this. So I'm super happy to be here. I'm very, very happy to live all of these 10 years of evolution that went from mostly racing into becoming a family figure with a beautiful daughter, and sharing this experience with friends, and ending up here in Khao was truly the best thing that could have happened to me. So I cannot wait, and I'm truly looking forward for the upcoming years, creating amazing products, creating beautiful boards to go faster, to enjoy more, and to really be connected with the elements. See you on the water, see you out there, and thank you very much.